Arsenal and Chelsea are fast approaching an agreement for Noni Madueke. They're 10 million euros apart. Nicholas Jackson looks like he's going to stay, well at least he wants to. We've got an insider talking about his perspective and what is going to happen at Chelsea. Furthermore, we've got Disasi, Leslie Ugochukwu and Carney Chukwuemeka's future updates because all of a sudden a news broke out 2 days ago. Chelsea need to sell players up to £60 million or the UEFA's going to charge them, and everybody started typing up to me, oh my god, we're in trouble. Guys, we've got like 20 players we need to sell. Think about it logically. Pepper already is sold for £5 million. That 60 million is dropped down to 55 million. Do you really think we need to spend time talking about it? The fact that I did it at the very start is a waste of your time and my time. But we're going to talk about those 5 stories. We're not going to talk about the UEFA story. What I want from you guys is, number 1, hit that like button. It's the best way you guys can support the channel. Number 2, subscribe to the channel. You want consistent nutrition from your favorite dietitian. And when it comes to football news, I got you lot. Subscribe. It's for free. You get nothing for free in 2025. Kavkas View for free down there. So let's get started with the video. The meltdown from Arsenal fans is hilarious. Genuinely, I love so many things in this world, right? I love my family. I love my beautiful wife. I love food. I like going traveling. Meltdown from Arsenal is at the bottom of that list. You know that ones, but it's still high up in overall things that I love. Arsenal tears make me happy. I wake up in the morning. If I know they lost the night before, I'm happy. If I know they're signing a dead player, I'm happy. I actually like Noni Madueke. I think Noni Madueke is a good player. But the panic they're having is causing me euphoria. I am absolutely mesmerized with their panic because they know what it means. They can pretend Eze is coming. They can pretend Rodrigo's coming. They know Gyökeres for 65 million plus Noni for 50 million. Transfer budget finito. Закончилось конкретно. Fini. Terminado. No more. No mas. No more money left. There will be no more money left. They'll have to go and sell. And guess what? Mikel is not selling his Brazilian son in Gabriel Martinelli. And that's it. And what is going on is ESPN UK now is coming out that Noni Madueke is basically accepted the personal terms. Chelsea are aware of this. And them and Arsenal have a 10 million valuation. 10 million valuation gap is as simple as you sit down and say, all right, cool. Let's be adults in this room. You want the player. He wants to go to you. We want to sell the player. How are we going to get this done? Chelsea and Arsenal have a brilliant relationship. For rivals, right? As much as I dislike them, our board and their board have a brilliant relationship. And this is going back to Roman. Like, we have done so many good deals, especially in our favor, that I've lost count. And in this case, 10 million euros, it will get done. What does this mean though? It means Chelsea bought Noni for 35 million. Chelsea developed Noni for a few years. Chelsea realized Noni is not of the level. And now Chelsea are going to sell him for 50 million euros. Marvelous. And the reality is Estevao's coming in. That pays for Estevao's couple of investments. Like installments, sorry. And then we're in a good predicament. I don't think anyone should badmouth Noni. I really like Noni. You know what? I actually think Noni is a good guy in general. I think a lot of people give Noni a lot of stick because they're jealous. I think Noni is living out a lot of people's dreams. And people can't handle it. They can't fathom it. So they're ultra critical of his lifestyle off the pitch. When in reality, you guys want to be talking to the girls he's talking to. You guys want to be going out to the places he's going out. You want to be driving the cars that he's driving. And you most probably want to be affording the clothes that he's buying. And people are just jealous. And it's okay for me to say that you lot are jealous because people nitpick with him. And I saw it the other day and it really made me laugh. It was the players had 3 days off. Noni was pictured out and they made a big deal about it. And they were like, how dare he go out? He should be training. Guys, he's got 3 days off work. What do you do on your weekend? Does anyone talk about it at your workplace? Do they say you should be crunching additional numbers? Do they say you should be broking any other deals on the weekend? No, it's your weekend. Go enjoy yourself. It's your day off. And Noni Madueke is no different. The next story is regarding Nicholas Jackson. And you know what? Nicholas Jackson makes me very happy, right? Because what I think Nicholas Jackson is, he's a proof that no matter how late you start playing football, if you're talented enough, there is always hope that you might make it to the top. And you know what? What Jackson's achieved is marvelous because he didn't go to an academy. Jackson, I think, got put into an academy at a very young age, 16 or 17. He started playing organized football. I saw it once. Then he made it to Villarreal. And when he made it to Villarreal, Unai Emery developed him a lot. Made it to Chelsea. And back-to-back seasons, double figures in the Prem, without any pen. Is it perfect? By no means is it perfect. Can he finish? He drives my head in when he finishes. However, he's fun to watch. When he's on SOG, he's a good player. What's going on? Rahman Osman, who's somebody that, in my opinion, is in line with the camp of Nicholas Jackson. He's one player, journalist that consistently has updates on Nicholas Jackson. Nobody else does, he will. And he always writes articles in defense of the player. And he's got another one. He said, look, the player wants to stay and prove himself. What I think happened, and this is my assumption now, so please, this is not Usman's story. This is literally what I think is happening. I think Chelsea want to get rid of Nicholas Jackson. I think Chelsea are listening to offers. If the right offer comes in, Nico will go. I think Nico is ready to move on. We've heard from ITKs, such as Alex Goldberg. Nicholas Jackson thinks that he has been unfairly treated by the Chelsea fans in some cases, that the criticism is too much, that it's not helping. So he ain't a happy bunny at Chelsea Football Club. Let's just put it this way. But, and this is where it gets very interesting, the market for him doesn't exist. What I think people don't realize is Saudi clubs want him. The rest of Europe can't afford him. Atletico Madrid aren't paying the money. Barcelona or Real Madrid are out of his tax bracket. They don't want him. He dreams of going there. They don't want him. That's the money boy's gone. Bayern Munich aren't looking for a striker. And then that just literally leaves you with PSG. PSG will not take Nicholas Jackson. What's left? Italian clubs? They cry poverty all the time. German clubs? They don't spend money. They don't spend more than 30 million euros, right? And if they do, they are absolutely letting the whole world know how unhappy they are in doing so. He has run out of options. The only club I can see him go to is an English club, and it's Aston Villa. Unai Emery is the link. So essentially, this is a brief to say he's happy to stay at Chelsea and fight for his position. But in reality, you have to be happy because there's no other choice. Both parties are stuck with each other, and I think we've got 3 strikers now. Competition is there. Pedro, Jackson, Delap. One of them, by January, is going to be absolutely fuming with life. And he's going to be forcing a move out. And a lot of people are going to say, why are you saying that? Because the World Cup's next year. And all 3 of them will want regular minutes. And there aren't enough minutes to go around. But let me know in the comments below. Out of the 3 strikers, who is your number 1 choice? Delap, Pedro, or Jackson? One word, it's free. Do it now. Now on to the selling of the players, right? The selling of the players is very interesting because Leslie Ugochukwu is somebody I really like. I think Leslie Ugochukwu has been given a very unfair stick. And I'm going to explain to you, right? We acquired him in the same year I think we got Lavia and Caicedo. Everyone forgot about him. He came in. He played okay. Then he got another opportunity by Poch. He got injured because we rushed him back. And he was out for a considerably long period of time. And we didn't see of him until he went on loan to Southampton. Now, he didn't even get a look. He's with the bomb squad. Basically, just not relevant and gonna get sold. I think this is a shame. I think there's a talented player in there. Everyone keeps saying he's a great 6. He's not a 6, he's an 8. He'll crash the box. He'll get back. He's an old school 8. Does everything and anything in the midfield. What's going on? L'Equipe is saying that Valencia inquired about a loan. They thought they weren't going to get close. Fabrizio came out 30 minutes later and said, wrong. Chelsea want a permanent deal. The problem here is, who's going to pay the permanent money? What did I just tell you lot? Europe is broke. There is no money. Valencia does not have 30 million euros to pay for it. I don't know how much they're going to want. But the reality is, if it's more than 20 million euros, they're not paying that kind of money. And I think it's such a shame, right? If we give him away for such a small fee, because I know he'll be worth more. What I think his camp should be doing is picking up the phone. Excuse me, Manchester United, Ruben Amorim. Are you lot interested in him? Because him in that midfield, next to a Bruno Fernandes, or next to a Kobe Mainu, or Casemiro and Ugochukwu. Oh yeah, problems. Absolute problems. I think in that system where you need to cover ground, in that system where you need to be combative, good passing, just a midfielder is all action. Action man. Leslie Ugochukwu would be perfect. Let me know if you guys agree with me or do you think I'm overrating Leslie Ugochukwu. The next one is Mr. Axel Disasi. When it comes to Disasi, everyone knows I weren't his biggest fan when he signed. Right, when we signed him, I saw a couple of comps. I said, I am not convinced by this man. I will judge him and I will tell you my opinion when I watch him. I watched the first game against Liverpool. Everyone came, and I swear you can go back and watch that video. Everyone said, oh, he had a great game, he scored. I said, did you see his defending? I thought he was poor. I thought he was poor. People cooked me. You don't know what you're watching. You just sit there. You're an armchair gaffer. You sit there and you talk nonsense. You have a channel and you think you know it all. And I said, guys, I promise you, there's few things I know in this world. I know good food. I know how to have a good time. And I know football. I understand the game. I watch it religiously, right? Night and day. I understand football. I know when I see a good player and when I see somebody that is struggling. Disasi was struggling for his life. With that high line, he did not want to be there. He was saying prayers for time to go faster. And the problem is, now Disasi's in a situation where Fabrice Hawkins says, Villarreal want him, but it's 30 million euros. And what's the theme of this video? Europe is broke. They don't have 30 million euros. If you think Villarreal are gonna pay 30 million euros, you're cooked. Villarreal is the land where players go after their Premier League career ends. Right? Remember, there were so many. Coquelin was there at one point. What's his name? The centre-back that used to play for Tottenham, I skinhead, I don't even remember his name. I remember Davinson Sanchez was there at one point. Everybody that does not make it in the Prem somehow ends up at Villarreal. No, they end up at Villarreal. They look competent in 1 or 2 Europa League games. Like ballers. And then you look at Villarreal and you're like, a 7th, 8th place in the league. Like, are they really that good? Disasi will end up there. Not a chance. They don't have the money. And Fabrice Hawkins said Newcastle are interested. If Newcastle give us 30 million euros for Disasi, build Eddie Howe a statue outside of Stamford Bridge. What a man. This is supporting the cause of Chelsea Football Club. Genuinely mean it. He might be low-key a Chelsea fan at that moment in time. This final story is on Mr. Carney Chukwuemeka. Carney Chukwuemeka. Like, this one hurts me because as much as I rate Leslie Ugochukwu, I rate Carney even more. Carney has got so much ability, right? Twinkle toes, ballerina, reborn as Ruben Loftus-Cheek to Carney Chukwuemeka. This is a player, he finds his way out of gaps that he shouldn't. He moves the ball in such a silky way. He expresses himself as someone that is 5'7", and he moves amazingly gracefully on a football pitch. Yet his injuries have destroyed his career so far. He's gone to Dortmund, played bit part minutes, hardly played, and now they're coming out and saying, you know what, we really think he's a good player, we'll take him back on loan. No, I don't want him going back to Dortmund. Listen, at Dortmund, he doesn't stay fit, number one, and number two, when he is fit, he's not playing. I need him to go somewhere where he will play majority of the minutes and he'll remain fit. Maybe France. I always said, send him to Strasbourg. Send him to Strasbourg. In my ideal world, Kedri Pies or Carney Chukwuemeka go to Strasbourg, Leslie Ugochukwu goes to Strasbourg, and the other one would have been Joshua Chempong goes to Strasbourg. You develop these players and then you give them a platform. Look at Petrovic. Petrovic is almost out the door for £25 million to Sunderland. Why? Because he had a good season at Strasbourg, and it looks like on Thursday we're going to find out that Strasbourg's in the Europa League because the good old Lyon are going to be relegated for financial troubles. And if he's in the Champions League, Europa League, why would Carney not go there? That's just the only logical thing that I could think of is send him there, let him stay fit, let him play. Andre Santos went there, and now he's a bona fide star. What do you think could happen if Carney Chukwuemeka gets a stage to perform in the Liga? He'll get better, he'll get more physical, and more importantly, he'll have a platform to consistently show his talents. Well, like I said, Dortmund want him on loan. I say do not do it under any circumstance. Finally, we got Fluminense tomorrow, and this is gonna age the video, but who cares? If you made it this far, you're a real fan, and in the future, if you made it this far, you're most probably gonna turn off, but we will talk about it. Fluminense versus Chelsea match preview. Chelsea need to win. I don't care how we perform. You made it this far. Once you're in a semi-final, it's all about the result. Thiago Silva's playing on the other team. I can't lie to you. A part of my soul says I love that man. I need that man to be successful. But tomorrow, I pray he has the worst career game of his life. I hope we absolutely humiliate him. But then after, we give him a hug. We tell him, Thiago, you're always welcome at Chelsea. We've got a spot for you on the bench when you're ready to come and be part of the coaching staff. But otherwise, that's it. What team do we play? Well, the big news is Romeo Lavia is injured. Again, Reece James is back in the squad. We've got 2 players suspended, Liam Delap and Levi Colwell. The 2 Brits are both suspended. And now we need to pick a team. Roberto Sanchez starts in goal. Who else? Jurgensen's not going to play. Penders ain't going to play. They're going to go with a number 1. It makes me sick that I still say that. Right back, Reece James. Centre backs, I think it's going to be Uncle Tussin and Trev. I think those 2 are going to play. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Cucurella. midfield, this is where a little bit of a predicament comes in. We need to decide what they're going to do. I highly doubt we're going to go with Santos and Caicedo and Enzo in the 10. Because I think they're not going to be that brave. They're not going to be that conservative. I think what we're going to do is Enzo and Caicedo in the midfield. We're going to go in the 10 Cole Palmer. Left wing, Nkunku. Right wing, we're going to go for Neto. Number 9, Joao Pedro. Or, in an alternative world, we go Joao Pedro on the left. Number 9, Nico Jack. And after that, that's the team. Do I think we're going to win? I pray, I hope we will win. I've humbled myself. I spoke all that big talk for Flamengo. They absolutely made me humble myself. I rate the team. I think we're a good team. I don't think we're a great team yet. For me, for us to be a great team, come 1st of January, I want to be in the title race. I want to be top of the Champions League groups, like in that top 8 region. And I still want to be in the Carabao Cup. Then I will actively say we are a great team and we are doing serious stuff. Until then, I'm going to be a little bit more measured and I'm going to be a little bit more conservative with my takes. But if you guys enjoy what you see here and you say, you know what, I need more Kavkas View, well, there are 2 ways of you lot getting it. Number 1, you can watch the other video here, or number 2, in the pinned comment, I got a link to my TikTok. Over there, I talk about every club. Go check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day. Hit that like button on the way out, fella.